Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash. And double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, that still to this very day continue to rule very well. Still doing this work for years and years on end, and home fast to the faith. And much due honors and shalom to the whole elect that's continually laboring in this truth, that's giving all diligence and all faith, truth, sincerity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled The Arrows, or however the Spirit allows me to title this video as. I was just thinking about, this movie, and, the brothers know this movie, and then the people that may be watching also know this movie, 300, right? And, I was thinking about the scene where the guy was giving them a warning, that speaking about the arrows, man. And what you got in front of me, right? Well, what you got in front of you, what you're looking at is the scene of the movie at the very end, King Leonidas, he witnessed the arrow that was being shot by the Persians. All right, and the warning that he gave him was that the arrows will, blot out the sun. All right, and that's exactly what he saw. Now, I was thinking about it, concerning the scriptures, because the scriptures speak about, the arrows in the Bible, which it doesn't literally mean, actual arrows. All right, but the arrows that the scripture is talking about is actually thermonuclear missiles, ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, and the scriptures also speak about the sun being blotted out. All right, and I'm gonna actually get scriptures on that. Let's see, Slacky. Start at Joel chapter 2, start at verse 1. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, cometh. For it's nigh at hand." And that's right, yeah. The time that we're coming into is nigh at hand. With the destruction of America was going to come by thermonuclear destruction, thermonuclear fire. All right, that's where it speaks about Babylon the Great, which that's not talking about Vatican City. All right, it doesn't take a numerable amount of missiles to destroy Vatican City, man. I mean, that's common sense. But the modern day Babylon today is talking about America. All right, that's that great city. That's that golden city that the scripture is talking about. Okay. Now, verse 2, it says, "A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations." Now, this says a day of darkness and gloominess. All right. There's a reason why it speaks about a day of darkness and gloominess. All right, because that day is going to be not only is the sun no longer going to give our light in that day. All right, because from the thermonuclear missiles, which I'm about to bring out scriptures on that in a second. But also, too, the people themselves are going to be mourning and weeping during that time, because when the missiles are shot off, you're going to hear that alarm go off. This is not a drill. It's not a drill. Hey, I'll give you an example. That incident in Hawaii, right? You had a warning that was being published saying that this is not a drill. ICBM missiles have been shot heading directly towards Hawaii, And, people were panicking, thinking they were having, their life was flashing before their eyes. They were thinking, damn, I have this amount of time to live, people were panicking, man. Now, imagine here in America, man, it'll be complete, it is going to be a complete chaos, man, when these people realize that they're about to die. And that's another thing that, we hear at our camp, and all the other camps push out, that, it's nothing worse than knowing that it's not a worse death than knowing that you're about to die. All right, I mean, if you die, if you don't see it coming, then that's one thing, you're not fearing. But once you realize that you're about to die and you got, like 30 minutes to live, 20 minutes to live, that's gonna settle in, man. All right, and once that's settled in, it's gonna eat away at you, man. You're gonna start, getting, hey, man, you're gonna. It's gonna be. Just imagine it, man. They realize that, oh man, I got 30 minutes to live, man. Damn, that's a sickening feeling, man. That's that feeling that you have at the bottom of your stomach. All right, that's how it's gonna be in that day. Okay, but also what the scripture speaks about a great people, it's not literally talking about people, man. That's talking about the thermonuclear missiles. All right, what it speaks about the horsemen and the horses. All right. Now, verse 3, it says, "A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them." Right, like you see right now, is paradise to these people, man. This is their paradise. That's what the word Eden means. If you go into the word Eden, it goes to the Hebrew word Adon, which means paradise or rest. Okay. It says, and behind them a desolate wilderness. All right, so after they hit their mark, then guess what? This place is going to be a desolate wilderness, man. A complete desert. All right. It says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Because when you hear horses and horsemen, making their way to battle, what does it sound like? It sounds like, rumbling. You can feel the earthquake. The ground below you shaking. Because you feel that those horses and the horsemen coming, man. That's exactly how it's going to be when those missiles are shot off, man. And when they get close to hitting their target, you're going to feel the earth shaking. All right? You're going to feel that rumbling. And then when they hit that mark, it's going to be even more violent. Okay? Verse 5 says, "Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as the strong people said in battle array." All right? And let's see if there's any more on this. All right, now I want to get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50. That whole chapter is good, man. Just for the sake of time, I want to grab another precept. It's Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 14. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about." This is once again is the modern day Babylon. All right, which is America. "All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai." And that's right, man. All right, they're gonna use every single missile that they have in their arsenal to destroy this place. All right, because this is the last war. It's the war to end all wars, man. World War III. So the end of America is gonna come by World War III. All right. Let's see if there's any more. That's lucky. But yeah, let's see if I can read verse 15. Read this last verse. It says, "Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Take vengeance upon her as she had done. Do unto her." See, and this is the just reward of America for all the wickedness that these people have done, for the wickedness of primarily Esau, or which is the so-called white man, the wickedness that he's done and he's spread throughout the entire world, and the harsh tribulations that he put our people through. All right, the captivity that he put our people through, and still have us in his hand. All right, so guess what? The destruction that's gonna come upon him is gonna be done unto her. All right, talking about Babylon and the ones that have created this modern day Babylon, the ones that created America. Okay. book of Zephaniah, chapter 1. Let's see if I can. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. It says, the great day of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. That's why you've been noticing that the times have been speeding up as the days go on, man. You know, you might think yesterday is Saturday, you know, you just concerning us brothers, you know, we go out to the camp on Saturday. And next thing you know, you wake up, you know, it's Saturday again, man. All right. So the time is flying, man. The time is speeding up. Because the Lord is ready to take down this place, Babylon. Okay. It saying, hasten greatly, even the voice of the day of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. All right. The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess. Oh, there it is again. A day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And that's right, man. You're hearing the trumpet being blown right now. All right. And you're hearing the voice of the day of the Lord right now, man. All right. Because right now what you're seeing is everything is spiritual, but soon it's gonna be up close and personal. All right. So right now you're hearing the trumpet, all right, against the fenced cities. Okay, in verse 17 it says, I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And guess what? It's going to take 1 hour. 1 hour to destroy Babylon, man. 1 hour to destroy America. All right? That's all it takes. 1 hour. So that's the day of the Lord's wrath, man. The day of the Lord's wrath is the thermonuclear destruction of America, man. All right? And if you're not prophesying about the downfall of America, then you don't have the gospel. Because this is the gospel. The downfall and destruction of America and the deliverance of the Lord's elect. All right? Because guess what? The prophets of old did the same thing that we're doing, man. All right? They didn't, prophesy about, good times and, well-doings and peace. They prophesied about destruction, man, distress, plagues, evil. All right. Before the Lord does something, he sends his messengers, the prophets, man. All right. So he gives you fair warning before he does these things, and he's giving you fair warning right now. All right. And only the election is going to hear that warning. All right. So I want to go from there. I want to get the book of Isaiah chapter 34. Isaiah chapter 34 verse 4, it says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all the hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth off the vine. As a leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree, man. All right. So right here, man, it said all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. Talking about basically talking about this place, America, man, because when you're going to heaven, it doesn't literally mean the spiritual world. All right. It says all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, right? Talking about this place, America. All right. And also, too, it's talking about the atmosphere, too. It's about to show you. All right. It says in the heavens, right? Not the spiritual world. It says in the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. So what's that talking about? That's talking about the mushroom cloud. All right. Whenever you see a nuclear bomb detonate, what you see after that, man? You see smoke in the form of a mushroom cloud. So when the heavens are being rolled together, the scroll that we was talking about, so when you see a mushroom cloud go up into the sky, you know, it's being rolled together and spread out. All right. That's what the prophets were seeing back then. Okay? Because they only had a limited vocabulary back in the ancient world. So the things that we use, you know, the words that we say today, you know, they didn't use that back in the ancient world. So they can only use so many words to describe what they were seeing. And they were writing. All right? Verse 5, it said, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my cursed judgment." All right? Verse 6, it said, "The sword of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness. And with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has a sacrifice in Basra." All right, now Basra is the capital city of Edom, man. Which really is talking about America, man. Okay? Because this is the mainstay, or the main hub, however you want to call it. This is the main hub of Esau, talking about America. Okay? It says, "And a great slaughter in the land," a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. All right? Once again, it's Edom. Because Idumea is a Greek word for East, or Edom. Okay? Now I want to go to Isaiah. Let's see. Isaiah chapter 13. It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. It says, "Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai cometh in cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." All right. So it says right here, man, that the sun shall be darkened and is going forth, and the moon shall not cause a light to shine. Once again, when those missiles are being shot off and hit their marks, then guess what? Those mushroom clouds that's gonna actually the smoke and the clouds is gonna come from those thermonuclear missiles are gonna blot out the sun. All right. And that day, hey man, that day is gonna be a great and terrible day, man. All right. So Matthew's chapter 24 is the last verse. I'm gonna close it on out. It's Matthew chapter 24, verse. I might be in the wrong one. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now it's Matthew chapter 24, verse 29. It says, "Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken." All right. So it said, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened. Once again, the sun being darkened because of the clouds and the smoke that's going to come from those missiles, and the moon shall not give her light. Once again, from the missiles. It's saying the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. All right. So guess what, man? During that time, you know, where it says the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Talking about Esau, man. Okay, because this place, America, is their heaven. All right, it's their heaven, but to a so-called Negro, it's our hell. All right, and that's the phrase that's used even today, man. A white man's heaven is a black man's hell, and black man's heaven is a white man's hell. You know, that's the old saying that goes, man. And that stands true today. All right, so this is their heaven, man. All right. So it said, once again, the powers of heaven shall be shaken. So in that day, you know, Esau is gonna feel it, man. Emotionally,